searching every night and day, and I've been everywhere, but I still haven't found you. Nothing's so this, and I'm looking forward to the color that you bring. For now I'm gonna be resting my own company until I find you. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free. And I don't know why you don't see what I see or feel what I feel, 'cause we're just the same, so far.
Alright, so let me get this. So basically the where's everyone going? Botsy, Alexandra, hi Liz, Josie, Matt again. So basically the topic I want to talk about today, or in this video, is what I'm seeing in the media about this nuclear uprising between the USA and North Korea. You know, and from some of the articles that I've read, and then made my own sort of conclusions from these articles instead of just taking what I'm reading, because what I've noticed with a lot of media is that they use words that almost convince us that what they're saying is actually happening, but if you actually read it and you think about it, what they're saying is not actually that these things are happening, but that maybe they're going to happen, but they portray it in a way that it will. And first and foremost, it's my belief that this is not a war between countries, between separate people. This is a war on your planet. This is a war on your globe. It does not matter which country these bombs are being dropped. It does not matter which ocean they're being dropped. This is affecting the whole planet. This is an entire organism. We are all this one organism I keep speaking about. It doesn't matter where it's happening. It's happening to your planet, this planet. And it also has an effect above, in the universe above. So this is something we need to sort of be aware of. Don't look at it like separate organisms. Don't buy into what they're selling you about it being between two different countries, because this is about you and your planet and what they're doing to it, you know. I read an article about the US bombers. They're flying very close into North Korea, the closest that they've been in the 21st century actually, which is quite it's an act of aggression. And they're imposing their trade sanctions, and they're crippling the country's economy. The headlines in the article itself said, this is what it read: inevitable that North Korea missiles will hit mainland after Donald Trump's insults, says Pyongyang, the foreign minister at the UN. Now, I don't know, you know, I haven't met the leaders of either country personally, but if someone's throwing insults at me, you know, and I'm a leader, I'm not going to go and get upset about that and think about starting a nuclear war because of it. It's just, I don't know how it doesn't make sense to me anyway. What else have we got? And then it says, another comment is, sanctions placed on the country, or North Korea, will do very little to deter the country's plans to develop the nuclear force. And what that means is they don't even have that capability. It's not even available to them. They don't possess the capability to do what they're saying they want to do. You know, in the media is portraying what they're going to do, but they don't actually have the capability. All they're trying to do is to create equilibrium and to be another country that has that power. And personally, I don't think that any country needs to have that type of power. I think it's not necessary. But also, if there's only one country to have it in their possession, then that leads to complete and utter control. For there to be more than one or two or three countries that do possess this power, it creates an equilibrium, and it creates a balance in power. So it's a little bit cold out here. I'm shaking a little bit. And also, when I do these videos, I feel a lot of energy moving through me because I feel what I'm saying is truth, and it is to me. And if it is to you, I encourage you to also stand up and speak about it. You know, I don't like to focus on negative issues, but again, this is not an issue of countries or religion or race. This is a global issue about the planet and the organism that we're living on that feeds us and keeps us alive. Again, talking about the fact that North Korea don't actually possess the capability to do what's being made out that they want to do. What's actually happening here is they're being persecuted and they're being punished and they're being for something that they haven't actually done. So what this is on a bigger scale is persecution, or it's like charging somebody for a crime that they haven't committed. You know, you can't do that because nothing has been done. You know, if you're charging a person or a group or a country with a crime, or you're punishing for something that they have not done, you in fact are committing the crime. You are the one committing the crime. And it doesn't matter how you word it or how you present it, the truth is the truth. And sadly, you know, you're the one that's going to be carrying that karma. If you're inflicting harm on other people, you know, that harm is done, but you're the one that will be carrying the karma, and that's something else I'll talk about another time, is karma. And I want to really encourage people to start speaking out, because what's happening is, like I say before, it's not between countries. This is your planet that is being attacked. It doesn't matter who's doing it, but the fact is, it is your planet. It is what's keeping you alive. It's what sustains you, from your food to your health to your oxygen you breathe. Everything is coming from this planet. So it's your planet that's being destroyed. It's not another country. It's not another religion. It's your planet. So be aware of this. And if you're happy to stand by and allow your planet to be destructed, it's self-destructing. This is what's happening. Our planet is one organism made up of a lot of smaller organisms, and it's self-destructing. We are in the process of self-destruction, and in order to stop this, we need to start speaking our truth. We need to say how we feel. If you can put a post on Facebook and just say, we do not accept war on our planet, or however you want to word it, we don't accept this destruction to our planet. Just word it how you need to word it, but put it out there, put it in people's minds, because that's how they're going to see it. You know, if they don't see it, they don't think about it. But you need to remind people that it's not about countries, it's not about religions, it's about your planet. It's about the planet that sustains their life, your life, our life. We are just the one organism. And if you're afraid, to speak out and speak your truth, then ask yourself why. Is it what other people might think about you? Because it was for me for a long time. It was the people that, my friends and family, it was what people would think about me when I started speaking about these things. It's what might happen to me physically, but I released that fear, and I don't hold on to that fear. I mean, I trust in the universe. I trust in my path, and I know what else is out there. So I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid for this physical body to transition. It's a non-event to me. But if you're afraid of other people, let me just tell you, as I was, I found the more that I started speaking my truth, actually, the more people came to me, and the more I started connecting with the people around me that I feared I would lose. But I started connecting with them on a deeper level, on a truth level, on a level that's far beyond the usual conversation, of whatever it may be. But it's actually created more connection. It's created more strength, and I see it growing in people every day. I have people come to me all the time, but they do it by themselves because they're scared to talk to other people about it because of what they might think. But there's so many people out there that are going through the same thing as you. It's unbelievable. It's 99% of the population is feeling what you're feeling. So start speaking it. Just speak it and give other people permission to speak it. By you speaking your truth, you are giving permission to the people around you to speak their truth. And that's very important, because that's where it starts. If we show fear and we're scared to speak our truth, then that's what people are going to see, and that's all they're going to know. So you need to be the change that you want to see, and that's it. Fear. Again, I just want to speak about the fear of speaking your truth. What that is mind control. Your mind is being controlled by fear. And if you don't believe it, just think about it for a minute. Just ask yourself, what is stopping me from speaking my truth? What is stopping me from being who I am? And I'm pretty certain that 99.9% of the time the answer is fear. And that's fear of something, and that is a form of mind control. I want to talk about the date the first nuclear bomb was dropped on this planet, which was July the 16th, 1945, and broken down that comes to a numerical value of 33. It was first tested by the US. The total number of nuclear devices that we have dropped on our planet, including into our oceans, regardless of who it's from, where it's from, but the total number of nuclear devices fired by multiple countries all around the world is 2,476. And I want you to think about that. This is from Wikipedia. This is not something that I've made up or found just randomly. This is Wikipedia. You can search this yourself. And again, I say it does not matter where it comes from. It does not matter who drops it. The fact is they are dropping it on this planet, which is your organism. It's your life source. And as long as we keep seeing division and we're saying, it's between North Korea and it's between America, or it's between this and that, it's between Russia, or it's between... It doesn't matter who it's between. It's your planet that's being destroyed. Fundamentally, that's all that matters. And we need to remember this. I'm just going to go through the comments now. Hi Josie, hi Kirsten, Drift, Eloise, Hobes, Sophie, Jono, Nant, me, Gerard, Scott, Tobias, Kim, Parsi, Fionn, Barbs, What's Wallace got to say? A lot of countries that give up their weapons of mass destruction have been bombed to oblivion. Iraq, Syria, Libya, etc. I wouldn't be giving up my deterrence force if I was North Korea or Iran. Yeah, it's, you know, it's just a form of control. And if I think as leaders of a country, if there's any politicians out there, if there's any leaders that come across this video, you need to be the example. And if you want to be an example, then you need to do what you're saying. You need to practice what you preach. If you're practicing, if you're preaching to everybody not to have these weapons, then you need to not have the weapons. You need to also destroy the weapons. It's not a, you do what I say and that's it, because there's no balance in that. It's a time for balance and peace in this world, and you know it's coming because you can feel it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. It doesn't matter. The time for transition is now. The time of the balance has switched, and you can feel it. And it's never too late to clear your karma, but you need to do it before your time is up, and you need to do it soon. Kirsten, I totally agree. It's really worrying that North Korea, America trying to cause Armageddon, Third World War. Yeah, Third World War. Now, I mean, we're already in a Third World War if you think about it, It hasn't been labelled that, but, we've got countries all over the world. We've got civil wars. We've got wars in the Middle East. We've got wars everywhere. So we are literally in the Third World War. But a nuclear war is just another level, and that's the destruction of the planet that we live on. So, Celine, right on, bro. Thank you. Sandra, Lynn, Renee, hi. So that's about it. But the biggest takeaway that I want you to remember is to stand in your truth, to speak how you feel, because now is the time for the planet. The planet we're going to die as a species, as a planet, if it keeps continuing like this. So you need to speak your truth. You need to show it, because I can guarantee you that 99% of the people out there are feeling the way you feel and they're thinking the way you think. But most of us are scared to say it. So we just need to start saying it, and just watch how things open up when you do start speaking your truth. It's a beautiful thing. So it's not all negative, it's not all doom and gloom, it's just a time for change, and the time is upon us now, and the change starts with you, within you. So let's bring the change and be the change that we want to see. And again, it doesn't matter how they present. It doesn't matter how this war is presented to you. A nuclear war, whether it's peacetime detonations, or whether it's in war, it doesn't make a difference. What the fact is that all it is an attack on your planet Earth. It's an attack on your mother. It's an attack on what is sustaining your life, what is feeding you, and giving you the clean air that you breathe. So it's your choice. You make the decision. Please have a think about it, and yeah, I'd just love to see you guys really voicing yourself. And that's the end of the video. We're on the streets of every Western country now. Yes, we've got it everywhere. But I want to leave you with a positive. And the positive is that you're the one that hold the power. You, as an individual, hold more power than you know within you. If you listen to your heart, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. You cannot fail, because your heart is the same as everyone else's hearts, and you beat the same. You're made of the same things. Fundamentally, you are the same. You come from the planet. You come from the same place. You come from the Milky Way, and this is where we all come from. So don't be afraid to use your voice. Share your voice and share your love. Peace, love and light, and thank you for watching.